Bricks, it's Brickley here, and welcome to episode 25 of Building Mordor in LEGO, and this is my Black Gate mock. Yes, welcome to episode 25 of Building Mordor in LEGO. I read 2 comments last week where actually a couple of you were stating that this building series just grew from 4 official LEGO Black Gate sets to this amazing mock so far, and it's gonna look a lot better in the future because I actually posted my first 2022 LEGO haul yesterday, so you can see all of these pieces I got yesterday, and of course the past week a couple of packages, but I got most of these actually a couple of days ago, so I'm really happy with all of these pieces. You can see a lot of Duplo over here, and all of these Duplo pieces, if you were wondering, actually just gonna go and grab this stack right over here real quick. Actually, I'm gonna use these for, of course, creating a lot of support inside the mountain over here, and that's definitely something which I was actually struggling with using support pieces, because I used a lot of my 2x6 pieces for support underneath the landscaping right here, and that wasn't practical. I was really just utilizing a lot of pieces and wasting a lot of pieces, actually, if I'm going to be honest. So I had to come up with a better solution for that, and why not Duplo? I mean, it's LEGO, it's an official sort of side branch within the LEGO brand, and I thought, well, why not use LEGO Duplo pieces for this? So I got a lot of the plates, actually. These are really superb, and I'm just going to go and show you real quick how this works, actually. So you got the regular Duplo plates right here. I actually got all of those plates because plates are actually really the best sort of piece which I can use. And over here I got this stack with, of course, the regular 2x4 bricks, and I can actually attach these pieces to the LEGO Duplo plates over here. So you can see it really easily attaches. I mean, it isn't really sort of sticking onto it. You can really just sort of move it, but I mean, if you're going to put a lot of pieces around it, you can't really move the LEGO brick anymore. So that's definitely an amazing technique for building some sort of structural support inside of my rockwork. So I'm really happy that I got a lot of Duplo over here. Definitely happy with that. Also managed to grab 2 of these accessory packs from the LEGO Star Wars theme right there. Definitely happy with that. So yeah, these are all of my pieces from my haul. And if you haven't checked out my LEGO haul video of 2022, of course, go ahead and click the card on the top right corner of the screen to watch that epic unboxing video where I unboxed all of these pieces right here. But yeah, returning to my Black Gate mock over here, I mean, I built a lot in this building series so far. We got the main gate over here in the middle, and it can open. I even got this little section right here where the trolls can open the gate while pushing that sort of lever over there. Of course, that's definitely something amazing. We got the big sort of wall pieces on the side over there with the smaller towers in the middle. Also really accurate to the movie, in my opinion. So I'm really just happy with my design right there. And then of course we got the big towers of teeth right there. You can't really miss those. I mean, I really like the fact that this Black Gate is looking like this so far, because it's just really amazing. Take a look at this. Just take in this view over here. I'm gonna be silent for a second. Just take a look at this. I mean, that was a second, but yeah, just take a look at this. This is just amazing. I love this mock, and it's gonna look a lot better. And there's one thing you can't really miss while taking a look at this, actually. It's the rockwork, of course. You can see the big mountain behind the Black Gate. Take a look at the rockwork from this angle right here. You can see the Black Gate being enclosed by 2 big mountains on either side. And that is the sort of effect I wanted to create within my Black Gate mock. And I'm finally going to be able to finish this. So that's definitely something amazing to do with all of you guys together watching this building series. So this is episode 25, and we're finally going to continue building the Black Gate mock, because I was really running low on pieces, but I finally can say that I got enough pieces to continue working on this epic mock. So what I want to do in this episode of Building Mordor in LEGO is actually work on this sort of little rock work over here on Let me see here. This is the right side of the black gate over here. So on the right side of the black gate, I'm going to create this sort of little rock piece right here where Frodo, Sam, and Gollum are actually going to take a look at the black gate right there. Then, of course, we got some Easterling minifigures marching right over here into the black gate while it will be opening. So that is going to be that scene from the Two Towers movie, part 2 of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. So that scene is definitely something I had to include in my Blackgate mock. So I really am hoping that you're going to enjoy taking a look at the progress of me building this entire section right here. And if you are enjoying my Building Mordor and LEGO series, of course, let me know by leaving a thumbs up to support this episode. Go subscribe to Brickley if you are new to my channel to keep this series going on YouTube. And of course, ring that notification bell to stay updated when I post any LEGO videos. And if you want to watch all of the episodes of this building series in the right order, of course, click the card in the top right corner of this screen. And without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at how I'm going to build this entire section right here. So you can see I intentionally actually left this area right over here open because I'm not going to cover this up. So I'm going to remove a couple of these pieces because I'm not going to need these, because I got some new pieces right here. I'm going to use Duplo over here. That's definitely something amazing. I'm going to use the Duplo plates over here sort of as the ground level. Then I'm going to add a couple of those 2x4 bricks. And of course, make sure that it's going to be really detailed with a couple of slope pieces right here. Maybe even add a couple more wedge plates over here to sort of create that sort of leveled area. As you can see over here, I got that sort of technique, and I think it really looks nice over here. That's definitely something I could learn from with, of course, building this area. So what I'm going to do right now is actually sort of add a couple of those dark bluish gray wedge plates right here, sort of create this corner area. That's definitely going to be something epic. Of course, add a couple of Duplo pieces underneath the rock work. Make sure that the rock work is going to look a little bit like this, but it isn't going to have a lot of these pieces like these, the 1x3 slopes over here in dark bluish gray color. I'm going to sort of make it a little bit sort of lower mountain, so it's going to be right around this height right here. That's definitely something I could go with. Maybe this height right here. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but that's definitely something sort of well accurate to the movie, and I want it to be a sort of steep mountain with a sort of ledge over here sticking out over the mountain. So the mountain is going to be right here. We got this ledge over here going where Sam is going to sort of stand on the big part right here, and I sort of also want to create the part which is going to break off and just sort of surf down the big sort of the big sort of ledge of the little rock work right there. So I'm going to sort of recreate that scene from the Two Towers movie. So that's what I want to do with this sort of area for the rock work. So let's go ahead and get right into building. So I had to stop the time lapse of building the rock work in front of the black gate right over there, because I actually don't have the right pieces. I do have enough pieces, however. I mean, I have all of those 2x4 bricks and, of course, the 1x2 bricks laying around right here. It's actually quite a mess with all of my parts just laying around. This is actually how I build all of the rock work. It's just a big mess on my table, and I usually clean that up, but I thought it would be quite fun to show you what it looks like when I'm building. So yeah, it's just a bit of a mess right over here, so just go and ignore that. But yeah, I wanted to add these plates actually right over here, so I have enough space. As you can see, that's definitely not a problem. I have enough pieces, but I don't have the right pieces, because you can see these pieces right here. I can't really actually fit these Lego bricks like this onto this, so this just won't attach, and that is because I actually need the regular Duplo bricks. So I actually only have plates. And you might be wondering, well, how did you attach these plates right over here? Well, I actually used these bigger plates, actually the 2x4 Duplo plates right here, and I can actually attach those to the regular Lego system bricks. Now that is actually not really efficient, because if I'm going to use all of these pieces for, of course, making sure that the LEGO system bricks and the LEGO Duplo plates are going to be compatible in this rockwork system, it's not going to be efficient. I mean, it's just not going to be efficient as I had in mind. I mean, I really want this to be as efficient as possible because Duplo is quite pricey. Well, of course, in comparison to one single Lego brick, but it saves a lot of space. And I really forgot to order a lot of those regular Duplo bricks. So that is why I had to just stop. So I'm going to continue building this section of the rockwork when I have enough of the 2x4 Duplo bricks or just any other bricks, because I can easily attach those to this entire section right here. And I don't want to waste all of my precious plates right over here. I only got a few of these 2x8 plates and I don't want to waste them. Actually, these are the 2x6 plates, excuse me. But yeah, I don't want to waste them on this entire section because I also need them for the rockwork on the right side of the black gate and of course on the left side of the black gate. But I am getting a hang of sort of building actually with Duplo. I'm really getting a hang of course, using these Duplo pieces. I mean, it's really sturdy right here. And I think it's really nice that I'm sort of trying new techniques within my LEGO Blackgate MOC. I mean, we have my older techniques in this section, and of course, a lot of new techniques on the right. And then, of course, the Duplo technique right here, which saves a whole lot of pieces. And that is the main reason why I don't want to do this right here. So I'm not going to continue building because I don't want to waste all of my 2x4 pieces on this rockwork piece right here, because I just want to go and fill this up with a couple of Duplo bricks that might save me a lot of money in the future. So I'm definitely going to go with that option. So I guess it's going to take a little while for the Duplo bricks to arrive, and it's a bit of a shame that I can't really finish this part of the rockwork right over here in front of the black gate in this episode of Building Mordor in LEGO. I really was just happy that I was going to be able to build and of course finish this section, but I think it's a little bit of a wiser option to just wait for those Duplo pieces to come in so I can just use them as efficiently as possible and save a lot of bricks for other rock work over there and of course on this side, because those two bits are actually the most important of my MOC. I also want to finish this right here, don't get me wrong, but this is really important for the look of the Blackgate, which I really want to have within my LEGO Blackgate MOC of my Building Mordor in LEGO series. So yeah, it's quite a shame that I can actually not build and of course continue to build the rock work right over here, but I'm not going to disappoint you in today's episode of Building Mordor in LEGO, because I actually got a lot of pieces for the towers. And you might be wondering, well, Brickley, you said you would just build the rock work right over here. Well, I'm gonna surprise you. I actually got a lot of those pieces for the towers. So I got these tiles right here, let me see here, the black tiles, and I'm actually going to try to sort of fill in these gaps right here. Of course, that's definitely something I want to do in today's episode of Building Mordor in LEGO. So that's something I really want to try to do, sort of try out a couple of techniques. I got a couple of these jumper plates right here, so I'm also going to put these to some good use to add a lot of spikes. And in addition, just let me turn on the light right here. I got a couple of these spike pieces right here, also really useful for making that awesome effect on the towers. I think it's really cool to see all of those spikes. And one of you actually mentioned that the top of the tower is a bit off. I think it's really just looking fantastic. But yeah, just let me know what you think I would need to change, because I don't really see a problem with the top of the towers. I mean, I think it really looks superb. That's just my opinion out there. I think it really looks accurate, but yeah, this isn't the definite design of the towers. I also need to fill in these gaps right here, so that might really screw up the design right now, I guess anyways. And yeah, I just got a couple of pieces right here as well. I got these 2x8 plates in black color, so I'm also going to go and use these for, of course, making sure that this section right here is going to be filled up. So Yeah, I couldn't build this section of the rock work, but I'm just gonna go and finish off a bit of the towers, I guess. That's definitely something I could do in this episode of building Mordor in Lego. It isn't what I was planning on to do, but it's definitely something productive for the building Mordor in Lego series. So yeah, I'm just gonna go and build the towers. I'm not going to time lapse that, but I'm definitely going to go and start building. So without further ado, let's go ahead and just go and build the towers. I'm actually going to go and show you how I create the sort of side panels on the towers with the spikes. So I got a couple of spikes right here and a lot of other random pieces, and I'm gonna magically turn this into a nice part of the tower. So what I first of all am gonna do right here is attach a 2x8 plate on top of the other one to make sure that there are 8 studs over here just visible. Now I'm gonna go and attach another plate on top of that, and I got a big sort of long structure right over here. Then what we're going to go and do next is actually add this hinge piece onto this sort of hinge right here. So it sort of snaps in right there. And I'm actually short on these pieces, so that is why I'm using them in gray color. Over here, I'm just going to go and attach that. And to create that sort of curve within the tower, I usually just add this piece right here. So I'm just going to go and add that. And this is how I actually sort of create a sort of awesome effect. So this one, the bottom one is going to bend, and the upper one is also going to bend. So that is actually how I sort of create that awesome effect within the tower. Then I'm actually going to go and add this piece right here. This is just a 1 by, let me see here, the 1x3 black slope piece. And I'm just going to go and attach 2 of those on the bottom. And then, of course, this is the entire build right here. This is one of the 2 panels. So what I'm going to do next is, of course, add this sort of piece right here. This is actually just a 1x2 plate with, of course, a 2x4 plate on the side. I'm going to go and add that actually over here. So I got that, and you won't see the dark bluish gray within the black gate tower when I'm done. So that is definitely not a problem at all. And I'm just going to go and add this hinge piece on top over here as well. So that will add another nice effect. So you can see that this is the sort of area which is going to be positioned like this. And this is going to bend over here on top. So this is going to bend, and this is going to go and link up with the top of the tower. So that is really something I wanted to show you. Then I'm going to go and create another one of course, the 2x16 pieces right here with the 2x8s. Just going to go and attach that right over here, like so. And I'm going to go and attach this to this piece right here. And then the final thing I'm going to do is actually add another one of these dark bluish gray plates with the plates on the side actually. And this is the entire structure right here. You might recognize this from the tower. This is actually how I built this, and I'm just going to go and replicate this 2 times actually, because I need 3 more within the Tower of Teeth on the right side, of course. So I'm just going to go and actually add a couple of these jumper plates right here. So I'm going to go and add, I believe, 17 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Oh, a lot more actually than 16. I was kind of mistaken with the scale of this, but yeah, this is a lot more than 16. Let me just go and add all of these plates without counting. Let me just go ahead and add all of these jumper plates to this area. So yeah, you just got to go and add all of these jumper plates to the big structure right here to sort of add that side with, of course, the spikes. And then when you're finally done with, of course, adding those jumper plates right over here on the side, like I am right now, you're going to be able to add all of these spikes. Now you got to position these spikes in the right way. So they got to go and point to the bottom right here. So not sideways, not up or anything. like this. So not up, not sideways, just point to the bottom. So the spikes really need to point to the bottom. That's really something essential for the tower. I learned anyways. So I think this really is just a nice design. But yeah, I'm just going to go and add the rest of the spikes. So this is actually just a design. I'm going to go and add the rest of the spikes to this piece right here and copy this 3 times. And then I'm actually going to show you how I'm going to attach those pieces to the towers. Just finished building these side panels, and I also started to create these sort of 2x8 plates with, of course, the tiles on top of them, so I can attach those, of course, between the big panels of the 2x8 plates. So yeah, right now I'm actually gonna go and show you how I position and attach this piece to the big tower of teeth right over here. So what I usually do right here, actually I'm missing a piece, need to grab this piece right here real quick, one of these pieces actually. So what I'm going to do is actually just attach this piece right over here to these bricks right here. So I'm just going to go and attach that to this. So that's going to be attached fairly easily right here. It's a bit dark. I hope you can see it. But then I'm going to go and attach this piece right here, actually this sort of hinge, and I'm going to go and attach that to the studs of this piece. I hope that will be able to attach with one hand right here. Yes, it's attached. So this is going to sort of bend with those pieces, as you can see, with those hinge pieces. And then this entire section, it's actually not that sturdy right now, but this is actually just going to go and leave a lot of epic detailing within, of course, my black gate mock. So you can definitely see this looks superb, and I can actually position this a lot better. So I'm just going to go and position this the right way so everything is going to fit. And yeah, you can see that this entire panel is positioned and attached to the tower in the correct way. And of course, with the correct way, I mean that this part right here is just sort of a little bit bended inward. So this is actually bending inwards a little bit. And of course, this section right here is going to bend a little bit outwards. And then again, this section right here is going to bend inwards into, of course, the big top of the tower on top. But yeah, that's actually how I attach those pieces. And I also usually connect all of those on top with these sort of hinge pieces right here, as you can see. So that's definitely a technique I used all throughout my, actually both the towers of the black gate, the towers of teeth. So that's definitely an awesome technique to use, but it also has a couple of downsides because you have these gaps right here. Now I'm gonna work hard to fill in those gaps actually, but I do need to come up with a new technique for that actually, because this right here, this empty area isn't actually filled up properly. So I really need to just make sure that this area right here is going to be filled up in the right way. And I actually am going to go and do that right now. So I'm going to go and attach these pieces to the tower and sort of figure out how I'm going to fill up those awesome empty spaces right there. Well, they're actually not awesome, but I think that the spaces sort of give opportunity to a lot of detailing. Of course, I can add a lot of those tiles, and I think that's really something nice, that the tower is going to look a lot more smooth instead, of course, having a couple of those spikes right over here as well. So I really want to add a lot of tiles in the middle over here and, of course, those empty spaces. So right now, I'm actually going to go and continue building. So this already looks a lot better than it did before this episode of building Mordor in LEGO. I'm happy to say that I added a lot of stuff to the right tower over here actually. I added these 3 plate rows onto this height right here. Also managed to add a couple of the jumper plates to the sides of those plates all around the tower actually. So also right here I added a couple of those jumper plates with some spikes as well. I don't know if you can see it, but right over here you can see the spikes, and on this side as well. So I really wanted to get ahead, of course, of a future episode of building Mordor in LEGO and start just putting down all of those jumper plates and spikes. And these spikes right here are actually all the spikes I have left. So that is a bit of a shame, but I think I'll manage in the future when, of course, all of my other spikes will come in. I actually ordered around 100 of spikes or something like that. So I'm really just waiting for those spikes to continue detailing everything. I mean, I got a lot of those jumper plates right here on the bottom of the tower, which I also need to fill in with those spikes. But yeah, I just gotta wait till all of those spikes come in within my next hole, and I'm really eager to just unbox that and receive that, and of course continue building the tower of the black gate. But you can see that the right side is really incomplete, and the left side right here looks a lot better. I'm really happy with the tower of teeth on the left side. I mean, it isn't complete 100%, but it looks a lot better than it did before. I mean, I added a couple of those sort of plates with the tiles on top in the middle of the gaps actually, and it really looks superb in my opinion. You can see a lot of detailing, and I guess this is sort of going to be the definite design for the tower, other than of course the fact that I need to fill in these gaps right here, maybe even make this sort of part right here, the bigger sort of side panel, continue all the way up, so it sort of adds a little bit of a closed area to the gaps. That's definitely something I need to do, so I guess I'm gonna do that in a future episode of building Mordor in Lego, because I currently don't have enough parts to do that. I'm waiting for more parts. I'm not just waiting for the spikes actually. I got a lot of other pieces that need to come in before I can actually continue building the towers. So this is actually as far as I can go right now. Of course, I could add all of these pieces right here to the right tower, but I would actually sort of destroy my progress in the future by doing that, because it's actually really hard to add spikes and a lot of detailing right here. So I'm just going to keep it like this for a little while until all of my other pieces arrive. I mean, I'm also waiting for, let me see if I can just find that piece right here. Actually, it's going to show you. I got a lot of these 1x4 pieces, and I'm currently waiting for the 1x3 pieces so I can actually finish this area right over here up with, of course, that sort of stony look on both of the towers, actually. So I'm actually waiting for those pieces to arrive in my future Black Gate of Mordor hole. But yeah, this is actually everything I can do right now, and I gotta say that if I keep the tower like this on the left side, it would just look superb. I mean, it looks really good. And I think this definitely could be the 100% complete version of the tower, but as I said before, I'm not really happy with how it looks so far, so I do need to add a couple of details to the tower itself as well. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that in the future, but yeah, right now actually, I'm gonna go and shout out some comments, because in the previous episodes of building Mordor in Lego, I actually sort of quit shouting out comments because I was really busy with building the rockwork on the right side, building the towers, of course, unboxing a lot of Lego. So we're finally gonna go and continue shouting out comments, actually shouting out quotes from the Lord of the Rings. So right here we got the first quote by Lonely Boy. "You are the most luckiest, the canniest, and the most reckless man I ever knew. Bless you, laddie," by Gimli right here. Awesome quote right there. We got another comment over here by Andy Knoplock. "The mock is looking fantastic. The scale of the towers is great. I look forward to seeing how you complete them. Thank you. In the land of Mordor, in the fires of Mount Doom, the Dark Lord Sauron forged in secret a master ring to control all others," by Galadriel right here. Thank you for just commenting that awesome quote right there. It really just blesses my day right here. We got another quote down here somewhere. Let me just see. Is there any other quotes, actually? Let me see. Yeah, we got another quote right here. We got a quote by VN Bricks right here. "These are Gundabad wargs. They will outrun you," by Gandalf. "These are Ruskabel rabbits. I would like to see them try," by Radagast. Awesome quote right there. Really love the Hobbit quotes. Let me see here if there are any other quotes. We got a quote by Noob Studios. "Is this it? Is this all you can conjure, Saruman?" Awesome quote right there. We got another quote right here by Green Bricks Studios. "I could have anything down my trousers." Awesome quote right there by Keely. We got a quote over here from Ethan Weedle. "Bring back Lego The Lord of the Rings," and hashtag Team Brickley. Thank you for commenting that hashtag right here. "Who now has the power to stand up against the power of Isengard and Mordor Together, my lord Sauron, we shall rule this Middle Earth. By Saruman, of course. Awesome quote right there. Over here, actually, we got an awesome quote by Disney Game. Thank you for subscribing. Over here by Davy Jones, actually. Do you fear death? I don't know if I did that 100% correctly. I mean, I'm a big fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I'm just not really good at sort of voice impressions. That's sort of me. But yeah, that's just me. I'm not really good at that, but I definitely know how he pronounced that. All right, we got a huge quote right here. Not really gonna read that, but I'm just gonna go and show you right here by, let me see here, Friedrichs Carlson over here. Thank you for commenting this entire verse right here. It's from the animated film Return of the King. All right, that's pretty awesome right here. The Towers of Teeth, actually, so that really fits well with this episode of Building Mordor in LEGO as well. Thank you for commenting that. Really epic. Let me see here. You are soldiers of Gondor. No matter what comes through that gate, you will stand your ground. Awesome quote right there by, of course, Oof Meme. We got, of course, let me see here. Yeah, Jack Reynolds over here. Can you make custom LEGO War Trolls? Coming soon. Coming soon, everyone. That's definitely going to be something epic. Lonely Boy, so much death. What can man do against such reckless hate by Theoden King? Awesome right there. Let me see if there are any other quotes right here. No, not here. Let me see. Are there any other quotes? What about Second Breakfast by Pippin? Really cool right there. Let me see here. Oh, shoot them down. The trolls, shoot them by Gandalf. Awesome quote right there. Let me see. I am Gandalf the White, and I return to you now at the turn of the tide. Awesome quote right there by Morgoth. We got actually a special quote right here made by Noah. Let me see here. Noah Lund Anderson right here. An awesome quote right here. And here's actually the translation. I believe this is from, of course, yeah, let me see here. The Coronation of Aragorn, which he sings over here. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna even try to do that. Maybe I need some practice, but thank you for commenting that awesome quote. Really a big fan of the Numenorian. I believe this is Numenorian, if I'm correct, but I'm not sure 100%. So correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you for commenting that. How many episodes are to come? Well, a lot actually, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, those were all of the comments I wanted to shout out in this episode of Building Mordor in LEGO. I hope I didn't miss any of the quotes you commented, but if I missed any, of course, just go ahead and comment your favorite quote in the comment section of this episode of Building Mordor in LEGO to get a shout out in a future episode. And I really hope that you all enjoyed watching this episode 25 of Building Mordor in LEGO, because I really didn't get a lot of building done in this episode. I mean, I got this a little bit done right here, and I think it actually looks quite nice with, of course, those dark bluish gray wedge plates actually, but I do need to get a lot more building done in future episodes. But yeah, I'm just waiting for a lot of pieces, and I don't want to waste all of my precious pieces like these right here. So I'm just going to go and wait for my next whole packages to arrive, of course, next week or something like that. So I certainly hope that they're going to arrive soon. And of course, I also finished a bit of the towers, but not a lot, because again, I miss a lot of parts, and I also need to really get into how I need to fill in those gaps again. But yeah, I hope that you enjoyed watching this episode of Building Mordor in LEGO, despite the fact that I didn't get much done in this episode. But yeah, if you did enjoy watching this video, of course, let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this episode. If you did enjoy this video, of course, let me know by leaving a thumbs up to support it. Go subscribe to Brickley if you are new to my channel. And of course, ring that notification bell to stay updated when I post any LEGO videos. And yeah, I'll see you all in episode 26 of Building Mordor in LEGO.